What's up, guys? Welcome back to Games on Deck, and we've got Dragon Quest VII Reimagined here, which just came out over the past couple of days from Square Enix, and is of course that remake or reimagined version of Dragon Quest VII. I never really truly got through the entire original Dragon Quest VII game, so I'm looking forward to getting into this one, and I'm happy to see that performance on the Steam Deck and my Steam Deck OLED here is really good. So let's go ahead and get into it and look at the settings and performance you can expect and some gameplay. Now, there's no 800p support or 1610 support, so it is going to be 16:9 720p on the screen here. Now, if you're docked, you can deal with that differently. And then our settings are fairly limited. We have some presets we can get into, and then we got some texture stuff, shadow, and then your ambient occlusion and that type of thing that you can mess with in here. And mostly I think somebody will just wind up using the quality focus preset, or potentially balanced if you're going to get into some higher frame rates or locking at a higher frame rate. But we'll get into that more and take a look at how it's running. But when you get into the actual game, this is maxed out graphics here at the 720p running on the Steam Deck OLED, and we pretty much run 50 to 60 FPS, which for a game like this is plenty good, and it's giving us the best visuals that we're really going to get out of it here on the deck, or really any device other than more resolution on something else. Or if you dock this, you're definitely going to be able to pull off some higher resolution docked with this game as well, which is going to be nice. You won't have to stick with 720p, especially if you play with the settings. If we drop down to the performance focused, it's going to drop everything down to low, and we're going to bump up to 120 FPS cap here. It would actually go way over that if I allow it to just uncap. And then if we go to balanced, we're still going to pull close to that 120 most of the time there. It's really only one setting in the settings that we're going to get into that messes with the FPS by about 50 to 60 depending. So we'll bump up here back to quality focused, and we'll be back to our 55 FPS right here in this spot with everything looking its best. Now, if we go ahead and jump back into the settings and we bump down the resolution scaling, which is the 3D rendering resolution scale, to medium rather than on high, that's the setting that's going to affect things the most. You pretty much bump back up to 115, 120 just with that setting. You can go through and adjust other settings, and you only go from 55 to 60. It's that setting that's really going to do the big difference. So if you want to cap to 60 and not ever go under, if you want to cap to 90, or if you're docked and want to cap even higher, that's going to be the setting that you mostly focus on lowering. Everything else only gains you about 5 to 6 FPS if you lower everything else. And in combat and stuff, at least in these beginning areas I'm in, it's smooth, it's good enough. There's rarely a stutter every now and then, and it pretty much holds the same FPS that I see when I walk around some of the different town areas or whatever the case there. Again, if we knock down that resolution scale to medium from that first setting, we can easily sit at a cap 60, 90, or 120, or even higher frame rate in battles or elsewhere in the game. So that's just pretty much what we're working with there. Very easy to run this however you want, easy to cap it however you want. If you're trying to get really good battery life out of it, easy 30 FPS cap, 40, 45, whatever you want to do. You're going to be able to run this game however you want on the Steam Deck, get whatever battery you want out of it, and really be able to go through and enjoy the game. So that's what I wanted to see here, and indeed, as I figured, it is running great here on the Steam Deck, and I'm having a lot of fun with the title. I'm actually about 2 or 3 hours in now since making this video, and I think I'm going to probably keep going. I don't remember playing through this original game before, so I'm looking forward to it. But anyways, I just wanted to go over this on the Steam Deck, see how it was running. It looks like a great title. Thanks a lot for coming to watch as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Take that! Right, on we go.
Here comes the heat! Easy peasy.